Today, I will share my personal curriculum and pedagogy philosophy. I believe that children are natural curious, capable, and full of ideas. They learn best when they feel safe, supported, and interested in what they are doing. And in my view, learning in early childhood should be meaningful, play-based, and build to relationships. In early childhood education, I understand curriculum as everything that happens during the day. It includes play, routines, interaction, and the learning environment. Pedagogy is how educators support children's learning through their action and decisions. I think curriculum and pedagogy are closely connected. Curriculum gives direction, while pedagogy brings learning to life through everyday interaction. When they work together, children can experience more meaningful and holistic learning. Like play is central to my teaching philosophy. I believe children learn best to play because it allows them to explore, uh, imagine, and make sense of words. To play, children can develop many skills at the same time, such as communication, problem solving, and social skills. However, I also think it's important to have a balance between child-led play and adult-guided play. Sometimes children need support to understand their thinking, and this is where their educator plays an important role. In my practice, I use curriculum as flexible rather than fixed. For example, I prefer an immersion approach where learning is based on children interested. This helps children feel more engaged and motivated. And at the same time, I understand that some learning is still important to guide learning. I also believe in integrated learning where different areas like literacy and mathematics are connected through play. This reflects how children naturally learn in real life. Overall, I think educator needs to be flexible and move between different approaches depending on children needs. Two teaching strategy that I value are sustained thinking and modeling. Uh, Sustained shared thinking is when educators and children think together through conversation. For example, asking open-ended questions like what do you think will happen, or this happen, children think more deeply and develop problem solving skills. However, it can be challenging because educators need to support children without taking over their thinking. Modeling is another important strategy. Children learn by watching others, so educators can demonstrate behavior like sharing, problem solving, or trying again. I think modeling is effective because it's a natural and does not put pressure on children, but it may not always support a deeper thinking on its own. Because of this, I believe both strategies should be used together depending on the situation. Um, Another part is the early years learning framework strongly guides my practice. I especially value the idea of belonging, being, and becoming. I believe children need to feel a sense of belonging before they can learn confidently. My teaching also support the five learning outcomes. For example, I support children to become confident learners and effective communicators through play and interaction. In my philosophy, inclusion is very important. I believe every child is different and brings their own culture, language, language and experiences. As an educator, I want to create an environment where all children feel valued and respected. I also believe a strong relationship with family are essential. Family know their children best, and working together can support children's learning and development. The learning environment plays an important role in children's learning. I would aim to create a spaces that are safe, flexible, and engaging. Using open-ended materials can encourage reactivity and problem solving for a child. Assessment is also an important part of my practice. I would use observation and documentation to understand children's interested and plan next steps. I believe assessment should focus on children's strengths rather than only outcomes. Overall, my curriculum and pedagogical philosophy is based on play, relationship, and responsiveness. I aim to create a learning environment where children feel safe, supported, and encouraged to explore. I believe that through play and meaningful interaction, children can become confident and capable learners. As a future as a future educators, I will continue to reflect on my practice and learn from others to improve my teaching. Thank you for watching my video.